Hi, welcome to LB0 Fox India Norwegian Ham Ventures, and welcome to this beautiful cold New Year's Eve, or it's not New Year's Eve, it's the day of New Year's Eve. That means it's not New Year's Day, it's December 31st. A little bit chilly, about -5 degrees here, but as you can see, it's a beautiful location. And what we're going to take a look at today is this U25. It's called a UFO antenna, brought to me by my friends over on AliExpress. I got this for review, I think 2 months ago, and well, stuff has happened. It wasn't the most exciting thing, but I've taken it out for a couple of test spins now, and it's not half bad. It's got a couple of quirks. We're going to address those a little bit later, but we're going to see how this performs in a POTA activation. But first of all, let's take a look at what this antenna is. And if you haven't heard about AliExpress before, it's an online marketplace where you can get pretty much anything, and by anything I mean pretty much anything. You've been living in a rock if you haven't heard about AliExpress before. But, well, I use AliExpress for ham radio gear, and I'm so lucky that they sponsor me once in a while with a lot of cool products, some not as good, some half bad, some really bad, but it'll let me take a look at those products and tell you if they're worth buying or not. And today it's the U25 UFO antenna. So let's get started and take a look at the antenna. And this antenna, for what it is relatively large. I'm guessing it's about 15 centimeters in diameter. And let's take a look at what it says here, though. It says it's a QRP antenna from 1 to 30 megahertz. Well, not really, because as you can see here, 40, 20, 15, and 10. So it's a 40 meter end-fed half wave. 491 ball in here. And it's on a spool, and spool antennas seem to be the craze nowadays. And well, there's a reason for that. They're easy to deploy, they're easy to take with you, but at the same time, well, this antenna is large for what it is. It's a QRP antenna, and one of the first quirks that I notice here is that there is an SO connector here and not a BNC. It'd be good if it was smaller, and it'd be good if it had a BNC connector. Those are my two first quirks when looking at it. Secondly, I have no idea what kind of balun is in here. I've tried to open it up, but it requires actually dismantling the whole antenna to figure out what is in here. So let's see if we can get this up on the air and do some measurements and see what it's like. And for deployment, I'm going to use the Little Dude 6 from Ham Radio Dude. It's my favorite compact 6-meter mast. It doesn't take up a lot of room in the bag. It's easy to carry around. And Sean hasn't told me to say this, but, well, I love this little mast. 6-meter mast. It's a carbon fiber mast. When I've done some preliminary testing with this antenna, the carbon fiber seems to have some effect on the wiring here. So I'm going to see how I'm going to deploy it. I'm probably going to deploy it as a sloper with this endpoint up in the other end. It's going to be the easiest way. So let's go ahead and get it up in the air, do some measurements, and see if this antenna actually is in tune. And in case you're wondering, I'll leave some affiliate links down below for this antenna. But let's go ahead now and get this deployed. And now let's look at the deployment here. Here's one of the things I don't really like with this antenna. There's no way to attach the antenna to anything. So right now it's just tied off to the coax here and to a garbage can. And hopefully that'll be enough. The antenna is sloping over here to the mast. You probably can't see the mast on the GoPro. I'll go a little bit closer. And I have to say this, the deployment is not ideal. You'll see that on the SWR plots. I had to shorten the antenna a little bit, not enough, basically. But let's go over and take a look at the analyzer. And first of all, if we take a look at 10 here, you can see that at 21.2, it is slightly, it is somewhere around 2, depending if I'm holding the analyzer or not. So there is some common mode issues going on here. I don't have a choke on it, and I haven't brought a choke, so that's my fault. Let's move it down to, let's say, 15 meters and see. At 21.1, we're basically at 106, so that's perfect there. Let's check 15.3, where it's usually where I operate. 1.23, so it's good on 15. Let's check 20. On 14.3, 1.92, a little bit high, but usable. Not perfect. Let's go a little bit down in the 20 meters band and see. Let's check 14.1, 1.4, 1.5. So perfectly usable on 15 and 20, as we've seen there. Let's go down to 40. And on 40, on 7.1, 1.56. So it's perfectly usable on 40 as well. So, yeah, I'll guess that's not exactly what I wanted. I wanted it to be better on 10, but we'll take what we can get. And the radio of the day is the G106 here. Not using anything else than that, just the standard stock microphone. I do have that handset microphone that everyone keeps talking about. I'm thinking if I should make a video on it or not, but well, honestly, I'm not sure. It's not really, it's a good mic, but it's ergonomically the way that you're tired after, well, let's say 3 QSOs. But what we're going to do now is we're going to set a polo, and then we're going to start calling. So let's go ahead and spot ourselves and start calling and see what we can get in the log. And as usual, you're not going to see all the QSOs. You're going to see a couple, and then we're going to draw some conclusions on this antenna. CQ Parks in the air, CQ Parks in the air, CQ Parks in the air, CQ Parks in the air. Lima Bravo 0 Fox North India calling CQ Parks in the air, calling CQ Parks in the air, calling CQ Parks in the air. Lima Bravo 0 Fox North India calling CQ Parks in the air. Listening for any calls anywhere.
Papa Delta 4 Uniform Sierra.
Papa Delta 4 Uniform Sierra. Thank you, Wim. You're 5 and 8, 58 over.
Roger, Roger, Martin. Thanks for the 5 and 8. 55 over here now. 55 over.
Roger, 55 is fine. Only running 5 watts today, so happy with 5 and 5, Wim. Over.
Okay, QSL, 5 watts. Okay, wow. What is the temperature in your place?
It's about -4 or -5, somewhere around there. Over.
Okay, wow. Very, very cold. Okay, very nice. 5 degrees plus over here and sunshine. Thank you very much, Martin. See you next year. 7-3.
Happy New Year, Wim. 7-3. This is Lima Bravo 0 Fox India Parks in the air. Any calls anywhere? QRZ.
Delta Bravo 6 Alpha Tango.
Delta Bravo 6 Alpha Tango. Thank you, Pia. 5 and 5, 55. Over.
Roger. You are 557 here in the middle of Germany. Roger.
Roger with the 5x7 Germany, and thank you for hunting. 73s.
7-3. Happy New Year and good luck.
Happy New Year. Thank you. So, what do I think about this U25 EFHW half wave? Let's take the positives first. It is not a bad antenna. It works as an EFHW half wave, but that's about it on the positive sides. For a QRP antenna, it's way too big, it's too cumbersome, it's too heavy. There is no attachment point to the base here, to the balance side, which is not good. The wire is pretty heavy on it. As you can see here, I've shortened it. That's not something I'm gonna subtract to my decision on, because, well, I'd rather have a too long end fed half wave delivered when it's commercially made than a too short one. So that part is okay, but the wire is too heavy. It sags a lot when deploying portable. It requires a sturdier mast. So if this was a 100 watt antenna, I'd give it a thumbs up. But as a QRP antenna, well, I can't do that. It's just meh. It's not bad as an antenna. It's just that there are so many more good alternatives out there. So would I buy this if it wasn't sponsored? No, I wouldn't. Definitely not. And that's actually what I'm going to say. Even though I have an affiliate link down below for this, don't get this, but use my affiliate link and get something else from AliExpress. That's a way of supporting the channel. But stay away from the Flying Saucer HF antenna QRP U25. Just not worth the money. Simple as that. So what's left now is for me to say thanks for watching. Happy that you did, and I'm really happy that you watched this far. If you liked the video, thumbs up, please. If you dislike the video, give it a thumbs down, please, so I can see that you don't like this type of content. That's not being said that I'm not going to do this type of content. Those of you who give me a thumbs down are usually a minority, a huge minority. So, but if you didn't like the video, give me a thumbs down. That'll give me an indicator. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. I do a lot of this type of content, parks in the air, gear review, a lot of portable gear review. So do consider subscribing if you like this kind of content. And I guess that's it for now. I'm going to go home. I'm going to cook New Year's Eve dinner, and then I'm going to celebrate the new year. So by the time you watch this, it's probably the new year already. But I'll see you guys down the bands. I'll see you in my next video. 7-3, my friends.